Welcome to episode 4 of Help for Today, Hope for Tomorrow, a video podcast put on by Hillcrest Family Services. We are joined today by Laura Herring and Patrick Patrum. They are our leadership at our RCF facility. We're going to get into a few questions here that give our audience a little bit better understanding about the services that they provide and what an RCF facility is, as well as some background on what makes this work tick for them. So if you guys are ready, I'm going to jump right into the questions.
Sounds great. Thanks, Mike.
Wonderful. So please tell us what the acronym RCF stands for and describe your program to those who may not know what you do for our clients, how you do it, and where you do it.
Yeah. So the RCF acronym stands for Residential Care Facility. We're located out here on 1160 Cyple Road on the west side of Dubuque. We work with folks, adults from the age of 18 up to about 70 years old. They must have a mental health diagnosis. And a lot of them come in, having some substance abuse as well. But that's kind of our clientele. We are cohabitant. I guess we have both men and women that stay with us. Anything you want to kind of add to that?
We are a pretty large facility. We have 66 beds for clients to be able to be here. We also have 2 units, our residential care side, and then we have a smaller unit, our persistent mental illness side, which is like a smaller unit. It's got about 9 beds for people that are needing that little extra one-on-one care.
Wonderful. Great. So the next question is kind of a 2-part question. The first part is, how would you describe a day in the life of a client? And the second part is, how would you describe the day in the life of a colleague, which is the term, of course, we use to talk about the folks that are delivering services, as well as whatever they might be doing to support the delivery of services if they're not direct care workers.
Yeah. I'll go ahead. I'll jump in and I'll take the client side of it. So our clients on a daily basis, so we provide 3 meals a day. We also do 3 snacks a day for them. So kind of throughout the day, they get up for their meals. Our staff helps prompt them. We also provide groups on site, like anger management. We also have a full-time activities coordinator that helps provide different activities for them. And then we also have groups outside of campus that we integrate with, like our wellness center over on the main campus. And then we also work with some other groups within the community. So sending people out to those groups to help integrate them back in the community and help them achieve their goals. So that's kind of really like a day in the life of a client here. Some clients participate more than others, kind of depends on where they're at in their mental health. But we do, for the most part, we have a good group that really do participate regularly in the groups that we put on here and getting outside the facility. And then Laura can talk a little bit more kind of about our colleagues and kind of how they integrate with working with our clients on a daily basis.
Great.
Sure, thanks, Patrick. So with our colleagues out here, since we are a larger facility that helps people with their brain health, we do have quite a big support system. We have 3 social workers that are here Monday through Friday. We split up the client list, so each of them are individualized to having their clients. They set up their treatment plans, kind of get them ready to go on how to kind of move towards the next chapter of their life, because this is a short-term facility, anywhere from 6 months to a year. Some people are longer, some people are shorter.
Yeah.
So they take a big part of that. Then we also have some therapists that come out and meet with the clients on a regular basis. Then we have a prescriber, Jerry, that is also very involved. She makes sure that their medication's maintained. And then we have nursing staff. We have a charge nurse. We have a second shift nurse. Then we also just have a lot of community involvement with Hillcrest is a big organization. So we kind of all work together and try to see what we can do for our clients and colleagues.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. So you both have touched on what's a great segue into the next question that has to do with, as Patrick used the term, integration, right? And with other programs. So the question is, how do your program services integrate and or coordinate with other services provided by Hillcrest? In other words, do you receive or make referrals and coordinate care for your clients across the 39 programs that exist in our organization?
Yeah, we definitely do a lot of integration and coordination with the other programs within Hillcrest. I mean, on a weekly basis, the teams are out here meeting with clients, talking about that next step, whether that be going to the group homes, getting involved over at the wellness center, over at work with a therapist over at New Day. So just a lot of different things that we work with on a weekly basis in their treatment plans, and kind of help them get the integration back into the community and the best path for them to help them where they're at today.
Yeah, we work closely with Hillcrest and the IHH program. We also work with Hillcrest and the ACT program too. There's some other programs that we have that we're closely in contact with to provide support for our clients when they are ready to move to that next level, and when they're here, just to be able to kind of start that plan so they can see where they're going to be sitting at in the next couple of months when they're able to graduate from the residential care facility here.
Yeah, wonderful. So just for the audience and for those that may not know the terms IHH and ACT, I think IHH is Integrated Health Homes, right?
Yes, correct.
Which is largely a care coordination function for clients that are taking advantage of those services. And then ACT stands for Assertive Community Treatment Teams, I believe, and they're kind of our mobile go wherever the client is at and meet their needs on site, whether that's going into a community center, their homes, coming out to the RCF if there's a way to integrate, before those clients, as you said, might move on after 6 months or a year or a little bit longer, and ACT services may be appropriate to help to get them stabilized and provide them some support once they're out in the community.
Yes.
Fourth question, what have we missed about the RCF that you would regret leaving this discussion without sharing for the benefit of your Hillcrest colleagues?
Ooh, that's a good question. What have we missed? I think just overall, I mean, the RCF has been here for a while, the building itself, but again, we have new leadership in here. We got a full staff nursing team, working on getting some more therapy, more programming in here to really kind of help our clients that are coming in, because we are supposed to be a short-term stay, really helping get these folks integrated back into the community and to that next step. So we have a lot of folks that come in, in crisis mode. They're coming from either the jail or the hospital, or they're not safe out in the community. So we're really, I'd say the biggest thing for us is we're really kind of in that influx of change, but it is change as really a good thing right now. And I think the RCF is heading in the right direction for our clients. And I think looking back, 6 months from now from this podcast, where the RCF will be a total different spot than where it is today, just based off all the pieces that have been put in place since I've been here. I've only been here about 4 months. Laura's been here just about a year. So we've got a lot of new leadership, but I feel like we're moving in the right direction.
Yeah. Definitely. It's mental health is something that a lot of people obviously know is underfunded, but there's a huge need everywhere you go that sometimes just people struggle worse than others, and they need that, that cushion to help them manage their medications and that next step in life. And I'm glad to be a part of being able to educate and have some success stories from people that, come through here and are able to maintain that and get that education and move on and become mentally stable.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So it's a great place. Glad to be part of Hillcrest.
Yeah, great. So the last question to wrap things up, when and how did each of you decide you wanted to do this work, and what makes it meaningful for you?
I'll let you go.
Well, I was just kind of trying to look for a new career opportunity. So I've been in long-term care for a big chunk of my career time, and I just ended up being ready to see what else was out there, and I ended up applying for Hillcrest for the assistant administrator position at the time, a year ago today, actually, and here I am. So I didn't really think that I would ever dabble in mental health in that kind of aspect of healthcare, but I love healthcare and helping people, and here I am and just love being a part of this team.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I come from a sales background, and I was working at a assisted living facility, and that's how I had met Laura. I worked with her in a different capacity there, and she had reached out to me and said, "Hey, I think you should come over." This was when she took over the administrator role, and she said she thought I'd be a good fit, and I was like, "Well, I've never done that kind of thing," and so I just when I interviewed and talked with her more about it, it just felt like a natural fit, and I'm happy I made the switch. It's been great. So every day is a new day, and every day can be challenging, but we're here to help the clients, and we're definitely making an impact on people's lives, and that's a good feeling. So.
Yeah, fantastic. I really appreciate both you carving out some time to talk about the RCF to help other colleagues throughout the organization have a better sense for other programs in the organization, where they're at, what they do, who's at the helm of helping guide people right to where they want and need to be, to grab the second part of our mission statement, and really appreciate the the leadership that you bring to the organization, the team that you've put together, the efforts of the people that you've mentioned, in terms of social workers and prescribers and others that are out there. Don't want anybody to go unmissed. Everybody plays a critical role, whether they're mopping up a spill that's reducing the risk for everybody that's in that place of work, and the clients as well, or whether they're they're an auditor, they're a compliance person, they're stopping in for a few moments, right? We all accomplish what it is that you've described through the sum of many parts. So want to again tip my hat to both of you. Appreciate you taking the time to do this.
Thank you.